So let me just get right into this thing. I don't even know what to say about this. It's like I'm confused. I'm hurt. It's like this is something that I just really can never ever understand, and it's the abuse of children. When a doctor have to come on the news and plea with our men to stop abusing children, when a doctor is saying the kids that are turning up, kids under 10 years old, babies, my heart is broken, and I believe that it is time for us to really and truly do something. Stop it. I don't want to hear we need to have a conversation. Conversation is not going to solve this problem. This is pure action. We're talking about kids. We're talking about children. There are things that have been tabled in Parliament for decades. And with all of the different organizations that are around, if there are no laws to back them up, when they find these predators, these evil, wicked people, because it's not just men, mostly men, but women are involved too. If the law is not there in place, these men cannot be locked up for the years that they're supposed to and serve time and pay the penalty. Now, what kind of law do we need to protect a man who rapes a baby, an 18-month-old baby, children as 2 years old, 6 months old, 10 years old? It don't even really matter. From the moment you are a child, children are supposed to be protected. And it is so disheartening to see men that were created to protect have become predators more than anything else. And I want to say to you people, you persons who know the people that are doing this, and you're protecting them, your brothers, your uncles, your boyfriends, your husbands, whoever it is, I don't even care. Stop it. And I pray, just like what the scripture clearly says, that if there's anybody who offend the least of these children, it is better for them that a milestone is put on their neck and they are thrown into the bottom of the sea. And I am all for that. Because it is time for us to do something and stop the talking. Years upon years, the abuse, the trauma that some people, even in their adult years, have to deal with those things that has happened to them from they were children. Mothers, stop putting out your daughters. Fathers, be more involved in your children's lives. I am so hurt that I don't see any outrage. I don't see any outcry. People are demonstrating about the racial divide, and that's all good, and we need it. Yeah, that's a thing. However, we cannot turn a blind eye to what is happening right in our backyards, right in our homes, right in our schools, in our churches. It's almost like there's no safe place for our children anymore. And I don't understand how we can just continue to just sit by and just watch our children being abused over and over and over again. And it's almost like these children, oh my God, these children are crying out for help and protection. and from the people that are supposed to be protecting them. We have failed them miserably. I have my 3 children here and my 3 children, and I'm telling you, it's like I wouldn't even begin to think about what I would do in a situation like that. And it's for that reason I'm so protective of my children. You know, people can call you overprotective, helicopter, hover parent, whatever the names are. But whatever it is that I have to do to make sure that my children are protected, my husband and myself will make sure, Arf and I, we don't play when it comes to that thing there. I know, no, uncle and auntie and call this one uncle and call. No. And it's not a matter of trying to be stuck up or trying to be, overly protective. Sometimes we always tell our kids, about being careful of strangers. But most of the time it's not strangers, it's people that they know. And sometimes when the kids go to the parents and say, this is what is happening, we tell them, say, lie. Foolishness. Because it might be somebody that is under this guise of providing. Or no, it can't be uncle, it can't be my husband, no, it can't be my boyfriend, no. Stop it. Our children need us now more than ever. Let us go demonstrate for them now. Let us cry and weep now for our children. What is going to happen to the next generation? We're creating more dysfunction. We're creating more hurt and pain more than anything else. What are we going to do as a church body? What are we going to do as teachers? What are we going to do as parents? What are we going to do? I'm not talking about talk about. What are we going to do? Because it is sick. Just imagine a child at 3 years old, at 2 years old, 4, 5, 10, being raped by an adult. And other adults know that this is happening and don't protect them and don't do anything. It is evil and it is wicked. And if you don't change, I pray that your very name, just like how the Bible describes as scoundrel, that you'll be wiped off of the face of the earth. And I have no regret saying that, because it's an evil, wicked thing that we're doing against our children. It's time, people, be as angry as those persons out there who are protesting and burning down buildings because we want equal rights. We want the protection of our children now. Fight for that too. In the midst of your fighting, fight for that. It's evil and it's wicked. And it's going on for generations and generations. And all we want to do, let's have a conversation. Conversation not going to solve nothing. The problem is not going to solve by no conversation. A child is being violated right now while I speak. Children out there are being exploited, being sold into human trafficking. It's time, people. It's time for us to do something. If you know who these people are, turn them over. Turn them over to the law. Turn them over to police. Because God is going to hold you accountable. And you're going to be judged. And you're going to be judged the harshest way, because children are the heritage of the Lord. And it is time for us to stop abusing our children. We're beating them. Some evil, wicked things when we hear happen to kids, sometimes I wonder, what kind of heart is it that we have? That we could look at these little ones that are looking up to us to guide them and protect them and to love them. Love. And don't tell me anything about we wrestle not against flesh and blood and principalities and all these things. I don't want to hear that. You can't be saying that when we're protecting predators. Child pornography, human trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar business. People are exploiting our children and becoming billionaires off of raping our children, exploiting our children. That's not funny. That's not something to for us to be having any more discussion about. It's action. And it's time, the time is now, people. I don't know about you. But I don't even know. But people, it's just time for us to begin to do something to protect our children. Because we know God is not pleased at all with what is happening. No time at all with this. It's time for us to do something about this. From Parliament to the churches, to the schools, everywhere. Zero tolerance for the abuse of our children. Zero tolerance. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to have no excuses because in this and, it grew up in a parent home where abusive and all of this. I don't want to hear it. Whatever it is that we have to do to protect our children, that's what we're going to do. And if it means that some people have to just get wiped out, that's just how I feel about this thing. That's how strongly I believe that we need to do something and just shut up about this talking. Listen, it's just time for us to do something. I don't know about you, but I'm just so hurt. Guys, it's time. Just may God have mercy. May God have mercy on us. May the Lord have mercy on us. Because I just can't wrap this thing around my mind. I just can't. But just as outraged as we are against racial divide and the other things that we're so passionate about, let's put some of that for the protection of our children. Let's put some of that into it, even half of it. Let us put half of that effort into protecting our children.